So as an Aboriginal scholar, I was actually building upon decades of advocacy that our community, our leaders have been engaged in. I recall some of the really key political statements in which this has been expressed, such as the Barunga Statement, the Kalkaringi Statement, and the Yolngu Statement that was handed to Prime Minister Kevin Rudd in 2008. And I also recall the very substantial work that was done by the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Commission, ATSIC, on this issue as well as the Office of the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Social Justice Commissioner, the Council for Aboriginal Reconciliation, the Aboriginal participants at the 2020 Summit, and in recent times, Lowitja, Marcia Langton, Noel Pearson, Mick Dodson. There are so many people who have kept this issue going in terms of the national agenda. So for decades we've known and we have said time and time again that the Constitution trumps legislation. We have put so much time and effort into negotiating bills, legislation with state and federal governments. And in fact, our relationships in our communities have been divided and damaged by these processes of negotiations. Yet that same legislation that we have worked so hard on, that has sucked us dry in terms of our energy and trust, can easily be amended and even repealed from one political era to the next. So it's this lack of security, the uncertainty, is why we look to constitutional reform as the major way to address this. And so now the important work begins in terms of determining what it is that Congress will contribute to the national conversation. And this will probably be the first important public contribution that the Congress makes to national debate on Indigenous issues. And it's not just Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander communities who are looking to what Congress decides and what Congress submits. It's not only the expert panel, but it's the nation and indeed the world. Some of us have just returned from the Permanent Forum on Indigenous Issues in New York, where the Congress was the talk of the town. I don't know if that's over-exaggerating it. And people are really interested in what the Congress position is on the constitutional reform process in Australia.